Alright, so wife and I just moved to a new house to rent a new apartment, house apartment, brand new construction. It's pretty cool. I just finished, I got about to start unloading the U-Haul truck for, I think this is the last load I need to unload. And now my real work gets to start, so I'm finally where I got to go or wanted to be going. And it's not 100% of how I imagined it. I thought I would buy a house instead of renting, but it just makes sense right now to rent. Regardless, we would have had to keep renting, or we would have put ourselves in kind of a pinch because we're trying to pay off all our debts first before we buy a house. So, but now I have no more excuses. I can't say it's cash flow or anything like that. I got to start building this company and launching this product. So you may or may not know the product is Quantum Forge. It's probably going to launch under a couple different brands, but the idea is it's a platform, allows you to kind of build all of your digital presence online. And it's I like to think of it as a WordPress, but it's a little bit more advanced than a WordPress. And the idea is you get to kind of take advantage of all the tools that get added, so you don't have to keep building and designing things, and you can kind of outsource your IT to us, or at least your application and software development. And there's a couple things it has already. It has webinars built into it, and this is live stream WebRTC webinars, so pretty good. And has your e-commerce capabilities built in. It's got a landing page builder. It's got AI assisted. That will be incrementally improving kind of as the models improve. But basically what I can do right now is take any design that you have and write it into code. So if you draw kind of how you want your landing page to look, depending on how good you can draw, how good you can design, is how good the AI can code it for you. So, and then you have the ability to kind of save those components automatically, and they load into your page builder, which is pretty cool. So there's a lot to it. At some point I'll be kind of doing screen shares and demos and stuff like that, but I need to get into practice of making the pitch, explaining what the value offer is and why it's important. And so that's kind of why I'm making these videos. But the idea is you got to be able to communicate your product. You got to be able to communicate what you're currently doing. And so that's kind of how I've been looking at it. So overall, it's quite a bit of an infrastructure stack. I don't know if it's sitting on top of Kubernetes. So the idea is it should never go down. Now, right now it is hosted on premise. I took it off the cloud just for infrastructure costs. I'll be honest, that's probably the only point of failure is, if the server goes down, like the physical server, which mine never does. But we have kind of a backup relay, and we're on fiber optic internet, so we should be good to go in terms of that. So it sits on top of Kubernetes. At some point you'll be able to not have a custom domain. Right now you do need to have a custom domain. You need to be able to point your IP address or point your domain to an IP address. If you're able to do that, then you'll be able to sign up and get started. If you're not able to do that, you will need to kind of wait until we have the automatic CNAME creation tool. So that'll basically just give you a subdomain, blank at quantumforge.net, quantumforge.io. And so right now you can kind of put your own website on there, which is how most people want to do things anyways. And overall, Still working the cost structure, or how much the pricing will actually be. I had to find it kind of like a tiered model. I'm not exactly sure if that's what I'm going to end up going with or whatnot. But the idea is probably right now is the cheapest it's ever going to be. And so if you want to get in now, you'll be grandfathered into whatever we do. And if most likely we won't raise the prices on you, it would just kind of raise the prices on people going forward if we decide to raise the prices. So maybe you're wondering, where do I check this thing out? Go to quantum-forge.io and you can check it out now. My name's Riley. I'll be back soon to show you how this thing can actually help you. But until then, go to quantum-forge.io.